What's good, everybody? It's Royalty, and I'm back with another video. Um, this is actually going to be a series. I'm actually going to start a series on how to make an MLO from scratch. So there's going to be a few parts. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos if you want to know how to do this. Okay. So, I'm in Code Walker, all right, because we're just gonna get right down to it. For this video, um, the software that you're going to need is going to be Blender and Code Walker for this part. And Solums too, the plugin for Blender. I am not going to go into where to find them, how to download. There's tons of tutorials and videos on how to do it. I am here only to get to what we trying to do, and this is to make this MLO from scratch. So the first thing I'm going to say that you need to do is make a folder. Make a folder that has other folders in it because you're going to want to stay organized. It's the best way. So just take a quick couple minutes, do it. So I have this folder. It has Blender exports in it, Blender save. This is just as we're doing it, you can save. So just in case your computer shuts off, power goes out, it's storming, at least there'll be a point to where you can go back to and don't have to start from the beginning. I have a collisions folder, stream files, textures. In this series, we're not going to be using textures because we're doing everything from scratch. So you're not going to have to worry about that. I just have it because I'm going to be doing other MLOs. Okay, so next you're going to want to come into Code Walker. Um, I'm going to say if you're watching this video, you know how to use Code Walker. Um, I'm not going to do, because I want this to be simple, so I'm not going to do anything in city because there's just a lot of things that like collisions and parts, and I just want to make this easy. So as you continue to do, easy stuff, you can go to the more complex. So this is the first little thing that I found. So this is what we're gonna, this little spot right here. This is what we're going to work on work on first. So the first thing that you want to do before you even start making your MLO is finding the location for it. Okay? Finding out where you want to put it so you can get the grounds of what you're trying to do, how big your MLO is going to be. And then we are going to clear out this spot. Okay. What we're not going to do is we're not going to delete anything. That's what we're not going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go up here, make sure all this is checked. On the selection, make sure this is checked, and we're going to keep it on entity, and then we can close this up. To open that little bar up at the top, I will tell you it's T, just so you know, because we're going to be needing just the move tool. So I honestly, the fence I'm going to leave. Y'all can do whatever you want. um you guys might not do the exact same building as me, but I would keep it out here somewhere in Sandy just to make it simple so you can follow along. But there are some like little things, because I don't want this to be like this is like some ghetto like trailer trash type shit. So there's like these little things out here that I want to get rid of. The bushes and stuff I might keep, but this gnome, I don't want it. So, oh, before I even move it. So before that, you're going to want to just open up, a project. Just open it up. You're going to close out of this because, you didn't save anything. So we're just going to open this up. And I just want to make sure so I'm not lying. Okay. All right. So anytime you, so when you click on something, right, this is what it is. Let me go back to this one. So this YMAP, this is a YMAP. This YMAP is what you're gonna be keeping this. All these entities are in this YMAP, but you don't need to worry about that. Once you, when you click on something, I'm gonna show you, like this wheelbarrow. When you click on something, the YMAP doesn't generate. As soon as you move it, the YMAP generates. This might be a part of the same YMAP. It actually is. So that's good. Um, when it comes to clearing things out, I would say do not delete anything. Don't delete anything. Just move it under the map. So I'm gonna move, that's under the map. I'm gonna move that under the map. Click this. I'm gonna move this under the map. No, I want this. I want whatever this. No, I want this. I guess that's not a part of that. We're gonna come back. So move these because we don't want this looking crazy out here. Move that. Move that. Move this trash out here. Why they got trash out here like that, I don't know. I'm just gonna move this to my other screen. I'll pop it back up. I'm not doing anything with it right now. Let me, I want this. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you gotta play it. Sometimes you gotta play with it just to find what you're looking for. No, there was a table out here. So like, yeah, like all this I want to get rid of. I don't want any of this in here. Um yeah, we're just gonna get these bad boys out of here. And I'm probably going to speed this part up to find anything else that I'm looking for, and I'll be right back with y'all. Okay, so I'm popping back in. I'm popping back in real quick. So now I pretty much got like the little stuff that I wanted to get rid of. Now we're gonna do the house. And we're gonna do the house just like how we're doing all the little props and everything that are in there. So we're just gonna find it. Everything that's right here, we're gonna get rid of. So whatever this is just like a decal under the map. This is up another decal underneath the map. Um, don't tell me that this house is a part of the map. There ain't no way. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, so the house. So sometimes you gotta move around and get it right. So, yeah, we're just gonna take this right underneath, just like this, just like so. Um, and then we're just gonna, and then I'm gonna speed this up really quick and just clean up all this other little, stuff, whatever other stuff that I see that I didn't get. Okay, so I want to keep this tree. So I'm actually just gonna move it and we can come back to it. I'm just gonna move, like, just move it out the way. The same thing for this bush. And pretty much anything else. I'm gonna make sure that the MLO is not that big. Just so. Is there anything else? If there's any, oh, well, look at that. Yeah. And if you if you come back in here and you miss something, like there's like this stuff that's sometimes there's stuff like you can't see from certain angles. That's why I'm going like around different ways. Um so we're going to make sure to incorporate these these telephone lines too onto the building. Make sure that they're connecting to it. Okay. So now, we cleaned up our spot. So now you're going to pull this back up here. Now you're going to have all this stuff up here. Okay. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to save these YMAPs because you're going to save them into your stream folder, the folder that's going to actually you're going to have in your server. So I'm going to click on the top one. I'm going to hit save, and it's asking me where I want to put it. So the folders that you made, you're going to go into the stream files, and I have a folder for MLO from scratch, and I'm going to save this in here. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Save, make sure it's in the folder, make sure it's in here. Okay, so it's saved. So now we're going to close this out. Are you sure you want to close? Yes. You want to save? No. Okay, so you see it brought everything back. But just to make sure that your YMAP is good, go up here and go down to open folder. And we're going to open this stream folder up. Okay. So as you can see, let me move this out of the way. As you can see, your YMAPs are good because everything is where it's supposed to be. House underneath the map, everything. The flickering, it's Cold Walker. It does it. It's not gonna be doing that in in your server, so don't be worrying about that. Okay, so now we can close this back up now that we have it. Yes, no. Okay, so the next thing that I like to do just so I can um already be good is get the collisions for this. So we're going to go to selection. We're going to go to mode. We're going to go to collision. And these are all obviously, all the collisions for this area over here. So we are just going to just click on one. We're going to grab this all the way up to where it says hi. Not any of this stuff. We're going to copy that. And then we're going to open up our RPF Explorer. And we're going to be pasting it into there. And give it a second. It's going to load up. Okay. So now we're going to search. And we need that one. Let me just open it up. I'm about to say, why is it not opening? Okay, so this is the high. So yeah, we need that, but let me just Let me just move this down here. I want to find, oh, because there's, okay, so, yeah, I want, I want this one. Why did it do that? I stretched my whole thing out. So we're gonna paste that one. Okay, so yeah. So these two, let me open up the, yeah. So this is what, that's the back. And then this is the front. So we're going to export, because I actually want to grab these collisions, There's an extra collisions. I'm just going to grab, it's going to be the same process, but I'm just going to export these out because there's more collisions than I thought that there was going to be. So instead of putting it in a stream folder, I'm going to put it in the collisions folder, export as XML, because that's what we're going to be using in Blender. And then let me just, because my other screen is stretched out, so it made it crazy. So then let me look. Oh, okay, so no, these are not, no. Okay, so no, we're good. Okay, so now we got the collisions, okay, and you exported them out. Now we can close out of CodeWalker, and now we're going to be going in to Blender. So I will meet you guys over there. Okay, so we are in Blender. So we're gonna click on this. The version I'm using is 4.4.3.2. So anything that I'm doing in here, if you have the same version, it's gonna work. Different versions of Blender, things are set up different. The same thing as Solums. Um, I've had this downloaded for a little bit. So this is not like this isn't a new release of Solums. So we're gonna hit A on the keyboard, hit delete, get rid of all that. Okay. So as long as you have the Solums plugin in, and you'll know if you hit in, you can see it here. So there's 3 different ways that you can import your XML, okay? First way is file, import XML. Press R, you can do press in, go to Solums, general, import, or you can hold V, and then the Solums pie menu opens up. So I'm gonna use this, so I'm gonna import, go to MLO, under creation, collisions. So I'm gonna do that one first. Okay. And then import this one. Okay, so, and now I'm all the way over here. So let me, because we got to get to the collision. You're going to follow, these are called relationship lines. You really don't, I'm going to show you how to turn them off once you start deleting stuff, so it's not a distraction. Let me it takes, because let me scroll out first. There we go. And let me scroll in. So, no, I don't need none of that. So this is what we are going to be working on right here. To turn off, the relationship lines, you're going to go up here to these these circles right here, drop down, and where it says relationship lines, you're just going to unclick so you can actually see what's going on. Oh, the high must be those other ones. Let me just see. Let me just make sure. Oh yeah, those are the high. Okay. So with this, I'm going to turn off the high and just leave this. All right. So you can click. So what we're going to want to do is we are going to get rid of all this. And we're really just going to delete it by just clicking on. I should be out because some of these, like, these are the collisions for like the rocks and stuff and whatnot. So we're gonna end up deleting that with faces instead of objects, so you can still have the collision for the rocks. So we're gonna start here. Basically, you're in object. Make sure you're in object mode. Hit X, delete. So now it's gone. So what I usually tend to do is so that's one whole one. I hold shift and I go around and find, see, none of those. And then we're going to hit X, delete. Okay. So this right here, you want to leave. Don't delete that. So we're gonna still click on these just to that rock over there is by itself. We're not gonna worry about that. I like to go to view, navigation, walk navigation, and then you can use the WASD to move around so you can get closer to certain things. Like I want to be over here because I want to be able to I want to see everything that's going on, and then just click it to stop. Oh no, these are, so all these are, we're gonna just get rid of this. And now I'm holding shift and clicking, and I'm gonna hit X, delete, click on that, X, delete, and see what back here I can click on without. Okay, X, delete. Oh shit. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's not even anything. That's the grid. But if there was anything right here, you're not gonna want to delete it. X, delete. Oh shit. X, delete. Okay, so now for these other ones, because they're connected to these rocks, I'm going to go into, I'm going to click on them. I'm going to go into edit mode and I'm going to go on faces. I'm going to click off and now I'm going to choose, I can hold shift and I'm going to choose these faces so we can get rid of, it might take a second because we're going to begin, because the faces is only pretty much only sides. So we'll have to delete like all the sides of the shape. But this is what we want to do because we want to keep the collision for the rocks. We don't want to get rid of that. So we don't want to delete it in object mode. So then we're going to hit X and we're going to hit, we're deleting faces. So I'm going to speed this up and then I'm going to get back with y'all. Okay, so I'm back. So everything that is right here in this spot is gone. Okay. Everything else we don't need to worry about. We actually don't, you actually don't need the high. We're just going to be saving this one into the stream folder because the other one we didn't do any changes to it. So the high, don't even worry about. We're only going to be worrying about this one. Okay, so now you cleared out the collisions. Everything is good. Okay, so now we're going to want to right click, select hierarchy. Okay, make sure everything, you know, the whole thing is selected. We're gonna export. I showed you the 3 different ways that you can do it. So we're gonna export this and I'm gonna export this into my Blender exports, not the collisions, just in case you need to go back and so I'm gonna save it in here. So the last thing that we're going to do in this video is and what I would do, so you already, and if you want to, you can leave this up here just in case you wanted to take you know, all this out. I would I would select all and I would actually save, Control S or go to this top, and then you're gonna want to find I'm gonna put this in Blender saves, and I'm going to just name this collisions just in case I want to come back and do something, fix something, whatever the case may be. So now we're done with this. You already saved. So we are actually going, oh, we're still, my co-walker's still open. Good. So now I can just open, you can open up the RPF Explorer without co-walker being open. Like for me, if I right click, I can open all these separate. I don't have to open it together, but my co-worker was already open. Okay. So another thing you want to do with your mods, just make sure you have everything like separated and organized and stuff. We're gonna go into edit mode. I'm gonna make a new folder. MLO from scratch. And then in here, so now with our Blender saves, Oh no, not the blender saves, my bad. With the exports. Exports. We're going to move this right over here. So now it's converted to being able to work for GTA. And then I'm going to go back to my stream files and actually pull this. This is going to be pulled in there. Oops. We're going to pull this in. Damn, this is why I open it separately so it doesn't do that. So I'm going to keep it. You're going to pull it. You're going to put this in your stream. Actually, yeah, it's not gonna, I'm gonna put it on I'm gonna put my thing on, I'm gonna put this on a different screen. Save it in your stream folder where you're creating this MLO with me. Okay. So we're just gonna move this. We're just gonna move this into here, and then I'm gonna pull this back up so you can see it. So you see, like, now it's in here. Okay. So, bam. We are looking good so far. So that's going to be the first part of the series. Okay. Getting your feet wet, seeing how, you know, things are working and whatnot. The next video is we're actually going to be creating the exterior. I'm going to try to I want to do these in parts, because having an hour and a half long video, you know what I'm saying, like, I want you to be able to come back to these videos and know which one you need to come back to, so you don't have to watch everything all over again or try to skip through and try to find it. So this is the first part. Part two is going to we're going to be making the exterior of it and the collision for it, and then we're going to put it, we're going to convert all the files, and then we're going to put it in the game to see, you know, how we're looking so far. So exciting, you know, look at you getting somewhere. We doing things. So if you have made it to the end of this video, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all my subscribers, everybody who's been following me, all my supporters and everything, and my members in my Discord. Please join my Discord. It will be in the description. If you have any questions about anything, I make chains, I make tattoos, I make faces. I have a lot of things that I can offer you guys in there. So just join up in case you're looking for something, or if you just need some help. So, all right, guys, this is Royalty. This is Royalty Customs, and we in here. Till the next time, y'all. Holla.